On today's menu, a delicious recipe that's easy to make and super delicious. A simple yet delightful split pea soup. Lei Hong Ma, that's going in Cantonese. Welcome to Young Man Cooking, I'm Yeung. This soup is delicious, easy to put together, and it's max level cozy. Let's begin. Peel and dice 1 onion. You can also use a couple of shallots or a red onion if that's what you have on hand. Just keep in mind that red onion may change the color of the soup very slightly. This recipe is good for 4 to 6 portions, but of course you can multiply to make more if you like. Crush, peel, and finely chop 4 pieces of garlic. I love making these comforting soups as they make a perfect lunch to go or a fantastic meal prep recipe. Two carrots, diced. The carrots will add natural sweetness and some body to the soup. I typically keep the peels on the carrots for most applications, but that's completely up to you. Two stalks of celery, finely diced. The celery will add nice freshness and body to the soup. Two potatoes chopped into bite-sized chunks. For this episode, I'm choosing to use Yukon yellow potatoes for their extra buttery texture. You can use russet potatoes as well if that's what you have on hand, it'll be just as delicious. These are dried split peas. They've been soaking overnight in some water. 1 cup of split peas to about 3 cups of water. This just helps kickstart the cooking process a little bit. Discard the soaking water. Rinse and drain the chickpeas with some fresh water, then set aside. Stock pot. Medium heat. 2 tablespoons olive oil. Add the onions and saute for 3 to 4 minutes. Add the garlic and saute for another couple of minutes. Remove the leaves from a few sprigs of fresh thyme and add to the pot. 1½ teaspoons salt. Fresh cracked pepper to taste. Optional pinch of chili flakes. ½ teaspoon sweet paprika. A pinch of dried oregano. Give the pot a good stir and cook for a few minutes to combine all those amazing flavors. Add in the carrots, celery. Give the pot a stir and cook for 4 to 5 minutes. Add in the split peas. Add in the potatoes, 400 ml can of chickpeas, 1 liter or 4 cups of unsalted vegetable stock, 1 liter or 4 cups of water. Give the pot a good stir, turn up the heat, and bring to a boil. When the soup comes to a boil, turn the heat to medium. We'll be simmering that soup on medium for about 1 hour, stirring occasionally. In the meantime, if you've been enjoying the content and the recipes on the cooking show, definitely check out or pick up your copy of one of the 4 Young Man Cooking cookbooks. There is a print or digital version of these books available in the link in the description box below, or you can visit youngmancooking.com. Alright, let's check out that soup. Carefully transfer a few cups of the soup into a blender. Of course, if you have a stick blender, you can do this right in the pot. Blend on medium-high for 5 to 8 seconds. Then carefully transfer back into the pot. Give the pot a good stir. This will give the soup a delightful velvety texture. Plate the soup generously. Be sure you have some delicious crusty bread for dipping. Finish the soup with some fresh lemon juice, fresh cracked pepper, freshly chopped parsley. This is smoky, little spicy chili oil made in a past episode. I'll leave a link in the description box below for you to check this out and make this really easily at home. It's optional, but highly recommended. You can now cozy up with this superb recipe with absolute confidence. The soup smells just incredible. This has got to be the coziest, most hearty soup ever. First off, visually, the soup looks like a literal painting. You are welcomed with these earthy, amazing flavors and this full body texture. It's rich, it's thick, it's glossy, and yet there's a contrast from the veggies that still have a little bit of bite in them. The soup base is so warm and comforting, and that lemon juice just introduces a little bit of brightness. Blending a little bit of that soup creates even more body, and it produces a much more substantial soup. The thyme and the oregano adds a little earthiness, and the soup is then finished with that incredible chili oil that has a hint of spiciness but an extraordinarily bold, smoky aroma. There's freshness from the celery and a natural sweetness from the carrots. The potatoes are melt in your mouth tender, and every ingredient just complements one another so well. This is one of those recipes that is weeknight friendly, easy to put together, and doesn't require a laundry list of ingredients. It is a literal warm hug in a bowl. Just so delightful and so delicious. Like I always say, it's simple, delicious recipes like this that makes it so much fun to cook at home. If you love easy, delicious recipes like me, definitely check out or pick up your copy of one of the 4 Young Man Cooking cookbooks. There's a print or digital version of these books available in the link in the description box below, or you can visit youngmancooking.com. As always, if you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below. If you're not already subscribed with that notification bell clicked, remember to do so that we can cook together again in the next episode.